All right, here we go. Tatiana. For me, breastfeeding is awful, especially with oversupply. I know it's supposed to be this magical bond and fun and easy, but I just don't see how. I get cranky when my boobs are full. The time spent pumping and bagging is time I could be spent doing things with my kids, and I can't. Hey, I'm sure so many people can relate to that, and there's nothing to feel guilty or bad about. This is how you feel, and you are allowed and deserving to feel it. And also, it's not for everyone, and it's not always going to be this great bond either. Some people really love doing it, some hate doing it, and then there's in between where you kind of go up and down. So that's a great confession because it's real. Number 2, anonymous. I told my son's friend he wasn't at home because I didn't feel like watching an extra kid for the next few hours. It had been a really long, stressful day. If they played independently, I'd be fine, but they're both constantly following me and asking me a million questions, so I lied to a 5-year-old and I don't feel bad yet. I mean, again, like, you have to have certain boundaries. If you don't feel like, again, you know you'd be watching another kid and you're like, you know what? It's been a long day. I'm just going to say he's not home. He can't play right now. And you don't have to feel guilty for that. And I'm glad you don't feel bad for it, because I think there's this like idea that you have to like say yes or like do all these things in order to be a good mom. And that's not true. You're allowed to say no, and you're allowed to have, again, your boundaries. Okay, number 3, Kate. I can't deal with toys that make too much noise or a big mess. My little girl got a 500-piece puzzle for her birthday and I threw it away. Am I a bad mom? No, 100% no. Also, I don't know how old your daughter is, but a 500-piece puzzle, like that's like 500-piece puzzle is like a lot for me. I mean, sometimes I do 1,000 sometimes. But a 500-piece for your little girl, again, I don't know how old she is, but if you're in the Facebook group, she's got to be at least she's probably around 4, or if not younger. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, maybe donate next time. Don't just throw it away because someone might want it. But no, I totally get it. That's a huge mess. And that seems like a lot for that age, but I don't know. Okay, number 4, Jenna. I actually love when my baby falls asleep in the car. It's an excuse to get a milkshake and fries and just play around on my phone until he wakes up. I love this. I love this because you need to find the time to take care of you. And if taking care of you means driving through a drive-thru and getting a milkshake with fries, that's it. That's my kind of girl. I mean, I'm someone that loves ice cream, so milkshake, yes, please. And it's just kind of being like, okay, baby fell asleep. It's my time to take care of myself. I'm going to be alone, scroll on my phone, do all the things I don't normally get to do. Love it. Number 5, Deborah. I hide tons of veggies in my kids' food, and now that they're old enough to help, they see what they've been eating. That was a hilarious revelation. Well, I would like to know, now that they see that you put the veggies in the food, like if they're still open to it, you win. I mean, that's amazing, because they're probably like, this tastes really good. Like, I love this food. Oh, you put broccoli in there? Didn't even know, but I love it. I mean, hey. Now, if they're like, you put broccoli in there, I don't want to eat that anymore. You won for a while, and now it's just like, you'll have to find a new way. Give them like brownie cookies, or not brownie cookies. What are those called? Zucchini cookies. Zucchini brownie cookies. There's like zucchini brownies or something where you like sneak the veggies in there. Number 6, Nicole. Sometimes when I need the little to entertain himself so I can cook dinner, I take a handful of Cheerios and throw them on the kitchen floor. It takes him at least 20 minutes for him to locate and eat them all. I figure the germs boost his immune system. Win-win. Hey, that makes it kind of like a fun little game. Get the Cheerios, and then, mom can cook, do her thing. Gotta be creative, and it sounds like you are, so I agree. It's a win-win. Number 7, anonymous. Yesterday, I went upstairs to do laundry. My toddler didn't want to come with me, so I sent him back into the living room. My husband didn't get the message and my son did not go upstairs. About 10 minutes went by, small child unattended, before we realized he wasn't with either of us. Thankfully, nothing bad happened. You know what? You just gotta count your lucky stars and just be like, you know what? He was fine. He was good. I got my thing done. My husband got his thing done. It's good. Nothing bad happens. Just, you're good. All right. Number 8, Angie. My toddler loves watching the same shows over and over and over. Whenever I get tired of seeing a certain show, I just tell her they don't work on our TV anymore. I mean, is that a confession or is that just being really smart? I mean, I've heard of parents saying the park is closed. You gotta get creative and do what works for you. And if hearing the same show is going to make your head explode, you are doing everyone a favor by saying the show just doesn't work anymore. So it's smart. All right. That's all the confessions I have for this week. Thank you everyone for submitting your confessions. We got a lot of good ones in our Facebook group this week. So stay on the lookout for future questions. We usually post them every single Friday, and they're always kind of fun. But we do have mom confessions at least once a week because we love hearing from you. All right, that's all I have this week, and I will see you next week for a new episode of Mom Talks with Christa. Bye, guys.